So I'm actually pro-investor, pro-entrepreneur, neutral investor. The whole stance is about not. I think investors per se have no problems. It's the expectation of their investments that kind of create a little bit of a friction, and that's because their money is not theirs. The money is someone else's. So if you take someone else's money and then invest it in someone else, you're in a difficult situation. I don't invest anybody else's money but mine, and therefore I have full faith in what I do. So I think when you start investing your own money, you're very relaxed about it. You know why you've invested it. Your expectations from what you do personally in life are always known to you. And therefore I think my stance is very different. I don't want to invest someone else's money. Not yet. Yeah, I think the space is fragmenting. There are a lot of things happening. A lot of people are trying to become the next Angry Birds. We are trying to become the next. We're trying to hit the next Parking Frenzy, which is our big title. So, the funny thing is, success in this business is very well understood. It took many years for people to understand what IBM really is. Many years to understand what Apple really is. In this business of gaming, people understand what a great success is in 24 hours. So it's very difficult. That's one. Two is to understand how Angry Birds was made also takes 24 hours. So I think the problem is everybody wants to be the next big thing. Also, it shows a lot of interest in it because you got the best brains in the world working on it. I think the challenge is getting noticed, and that's a very big challenge. Part of it is, call it luck, call it destiny. Part of it is network. We already have a network that we use to bounce people off like a boomerang, and then call it just understanding what people don't have. Because if I say you've got 7 blue shirts and let me sell you the 8th one, you don't care. But if you have a purple shirt with yellow zebras on it, then maybe you want it. So we're looking for the purple shirt with yellow zebras. That's a very good question. I think a lot of people, when they go home, are no longer turning on their desktop to entertain themselves. And that is the first, let me say, consumer setback for PCs or desktops. When they don't turn it on, they don't use it, and therefore they don't game. For companies or products that have been web-centric, the biggest challenge has been, can I therefore be on the mobile device they switch on, and can they find me easily? The other problem is you can't be found easily. Because on a website, you type gamestwin.com, you know where you are. Now, what do you type on Android? What do you type on iTunes? Do you type Games to Win? Do you type a game's name? So I think the challenge is mammoth, right? The consumer just switched off our desktop and switched on iPad. But you can't do that to a real business. And I think for companies like ours, I mean, it's, just after you climb Mount Everest, you figure out that you climbed the wrong side. So you got to climb down again and climb the next Mount Everest. It's pretty challenging. Yeah. Faith, yeah. You got to have faith in yourself to begin with. You got to have faith in what you do. A lot of times things look so terrible. It's very easy to lose faith in yourself. And then things begin to fall apart. So I think one is that. And the second thing is just untiring passion. I mean, at the end of the day, you're not doing this for money or some fame or for some stupid other, there's not a job that people are going to remember you for. I think the passion keeps you going. So the day you feel like you're running out of that passion or have a different passion, then stop doing what you're doing, because then you won't do justice to it. So I want entrepreneurs who I envy. I want entrepreneurs who make me feel like, damn, why can't I think like that? I mean, we were sitting right now and you caught me with 5 entrepreneurs and they were all saying to me, Alok, why didn't you do this? So to me, it's not finding entrepreneurs, it's finding myself in a bigger and better format. I'm 43, I'm fat, I've got grey hair. I want to find the Alok who's 21, lean and mean and white, full jet black hair. I am sticking to what I know. I know consumer internet, I know mobile internet, I know entertainment, I know gaming. I basically know fun. I'm a fun guy. I think businesses that make people smile and laugh live forever. So I want to focus on the fun business. I am always going to be wearing an entrepreneur hat. I'm going to be entrepreneur investor. I'm not going to be investor. So I'm going to say I'm an entrepreneur. My investment may be cash, it may be time, it may be sweat, toil, tears, it may be contacts, it may be boardroom discussions. Therefore, I'm not classically an investor. I'm an entrepreneur helping entrepreneurs. That's a good. Actually, it's again a very good question. I think Yourstory really knows how to ask good questions. Compliments. It's a double-sided. It's a double-loaded gun. The reason is when you have too many mentors around you, you don't know whom to believe, and you don't know whether their advice is as good as what you would have done if they were not there. So sometimes not having a mentor, I think, kind of brings the best out of you because you're naive, and naivety is innocence. And innocence is the best insight you can ever have. I think the kind of people I am looking for are people who have very little baggage, very little, thoughts about monetization. Will this make money? And if an entrepreneur begins to describe his venture with this is the money it makes, I don't even want to listen to him. I don't even have coffee with him because he's stupid. I don't think things work because they make money. Things work because they're funny or they're fun. So I think my real focus is to get people who say, look, Alok, you're going to love this. You're not going to leave your seat without getting addicted to this. You love to do this all the time. I love to see people who are passionate about making people have a good time. I think as an entrepreneur or a wannabe entrepreneur or someone who, even wants to understand entrepreneurs, you don't have to be one. This is the purest form of hobby turned passion turned profession. That's what entrepreneurship is. The greatest entrepreneurs in the world didn't do a job. They did their hobby as a job. So, if you feel that your job is boring, which 99.98% of the jobs are, doesn't matter. As long as you can say this is my hobby and I can cultivate it, first cultivate a hobby. And if the hobby ever becomes so overwhelming and so much fun that you think you can actually make it your profession, then you become an entrepreneur. Else enjoy your hobby and enjoy your job. Beep, beep.